Welcome to your daily focus for September the 6th, 2017. My name is Tilly, and this is Tarot with Tilly. And thank you. Thank you, Tilly, for all of the positive, loving, supportive energy you send my way each and every day. And we have the full moon, so that's always exciting. It gives us a chance to put completion on things. It steers our energy towards completions, endings, healing. Now it's at 13 degrees of Pisces, so well, let's see what the cards tell us, and we'll go from there. Look at this. We have Justice as the first card. Wow. Justice as the first card. Five of Swords. The Queen of Swords. The Seven of Pentacles. And the Empress is back for the full moon. Okay, let's stop there. Let's go through these cards. So we have Justice as our very first card. The Empress ends it. So in between these two very powerful cards, we have the Five of Swords, the Queen of Swords, and the Seven of Pentacles. I think I'm going to start at the Five of Swords here because this has been a popular one leading up to this. This has been telling us about our energy. And the first thing I got when I first picked this card up was that butterfly at the bottom. And here we are, and we are learning to fly as well as the butterfly, to have the strength in our wings. If you've ever listened to me, and I think the butterfly actually in our animal cards talks about, we have to exercise those wings. We have to strengthen our wings to make them strong so that we can be successful, that we can fly to the things that we want to manifest in our life so we can raise ourselves up. And, when we first learned how to walk, we fell on our face a whole bunch of times. And when we're trying to step into new pathways and new ways of doing things and new routines and new relationships, it's hard. And so we have to pump that muscle. We have to flex that muscle. We have to work that muscle. We have to be dedicated to ourselves, disciplined within ourselves. And day by day, hour by hour, minute by minute, it gets easier. The more we do it, the more we put a conscious focus on what we are doing, we get stronger. We get more successful. And we go from the toddler who learned how to walk to somebody who is running and jumping. Now, we started off with Justice. And Justice being the very first card here. First of all, Justice, I think, is the 11th card in the deck. So Justice always allows us to see that portal forward. And the balance we need, the security we need. And at 13 degrees of Pisces, 3 plus 1 is a 4. So it is about our security. It is about the solid ground under our feet. It is about doing the right thing the right way. With Justice as the first card, we cannot manipulate, we cannot strong arm a situation or a person into going the way we want, the direction we want. We have to allow everything to come together on its own, or we use love, we use compassion in order to woo that energy our way. But we cannot be manipulative. We cannot let our egos take over. We cannot better ourselves by lessening another. So be careful of this kind of energy. If we want to take shortcuts, chances are we'll fall flat on our face. This is doing it the right way, the long way. This is making sure that we're not exaggerating things, drawing a prettier picture of things than they really are, because those kinds of things, those kinds of little white lies are going to come back to haunt you in this kind of energy, with Justice being your first card. You have to be strong, you have to be courageous, you have to be truthful, you have to be forthright. And your attention to the energy has to be one that is, I heard, pure. It has to be out of love. It has to be out of compassion. It has to be out of creating a better world, not only for yourself, but for others around you. We have the Queen of Swords in the middle. Now, I love the Queen of Swords because she's kind of, to me, like the mom in the deck. If anybody ever tried to hurt one of her children, she'd use that sword. And so we are all parents, mothers, but parents of our dreams. And we need to nurture our dreams and love ourselves and know that we are deserving. By this card being in the middle and right next to the Five of Swords, where we are trying to learn how to fly in a new way, so to speak, we may feel like we don't have what it takes to go forward. We may lose our faith in what we can accomplish, the new beginnings we can step into. We start to perhaps doubt ourselves. And this card is saying, love yourself, nurture yourself, hold on to those dreams, those desires, those wants. It's very important as we go into this full moon energy that we know that we are deserving of. We have value, we have worth. We can accomplish, we can make the impossible possible. We can obtain our dreams and manifest our joys and our wants. Bring in peace of mind, happiness, abundance, good health. But we really have to love ourselves more than anything else in the world. Just like a mother would a child. We've got a great thunderstorm going on. I don't know how much you can hear of it. But what a cool backdrop for a reading. We have the Seven of Pentacles. What are you cultivating? Now, following the Queen of Swords, what are you cultivating? Are you cultivating? No, what are you cultivating? Pay attention to your actions, your words, and what you are hoping comes out of it, comes back to you. What are those seeds that you planted? How are you nurturing them? Where is your energy? Where is your focus? And is that where it needs to be? Because it could be on somebody else's drama. It could be on a situation that emerged out of nowhere. Watch those kinds of energy, okay? Because it has to be focused on your path forward. Yes, the full moon is about completions and endings, but so that we don't take that heavy baggage with us going forward on a new path. So what are we cultivating? Where are we putting our attention? Where are we putting our focus? And is it where it needs to be? And it's so important that we ask ourselves that question and that we are honest in our response to ourselves. And then we have the beautiful Empress here, talking about new beginnings, new starts, new dreams, desires. She's one of our highest intuitives, and she's one of our highest diplomats. All the queens, all the kings, all her kingdoms come and talk to her about what they want to see in their individual kingdoms, what the next best move is going forward. And yes, she is going to reach out to find out all the answers. She's going to ask the validating questions. She's going to research. She's going to investigate so that she makes the right decision forward. Now, this is a beautiful energy because the female energy is more of the moon energy, and we are in the full moon. energy. So now I think we have, what's some of the aspects we have happening? Well, we know that the moon is sitting right on top of Neptune in Pisces. So that can be highly spiritual. Your intuition leads you places. So long as you trust in it, will lead you to places that opens your eyes, brings in the clarity, brings in the understanding, brings in the knowledge to make the right decisions to go forward in what new path that you want to step into. And for each of us, it's different. Some of us, it's relationships, health, well-being, career, stature in the community, our own spirituality. She doesn't get to be Empress very long if she is making decisions to please somebody else, to not bring in a value to her own empire, her own path. So this is a very protective energy that I'm getting here that we need to have. And I talked yesterday about putting those mirrors around you, okay? A circle of mirrors. Form them in your mind and see this wall of mirrors spring up around you, completely enclosing you, and those mirrors are facing outwards. And the reason we want them to face outwards is because evil cannot stand to see itself. So if evil comes close to you, it automatically has to back off. It can't come any closer because of the mirrors. And like attracts like. So the more love, the more happiness, the more joy that you start to gravitate towards yourself, the more that will come to you, because like is attracted to like. It's quite amazing when you start doing that as a practice. I mean, try it, prove me wrong, go ahead, but you will notice how certain situations or people no longer exist in your life. And it doesn't mean that somebody's bad, it's just that their energy is harmful to your energy right now in your path. They're maybe trying to be underhanded with you. They're trying to be deceptive in some way, trying to get you to agree to something, a responsibility, an obligation that only favors them and doesn't bring any value or worth into your life. It doesn't mean that they're a bad person. And there's no harsh words spoken. You'll just notice that all of a sudden certain people you don't see anymore and other people you're seeing more and more of. It's quite astounding when you start doing that. Where are we going to go from here? So we have September is our 9th month, but it is a universal 1 energy. So 9s are energy to clear the way for new paths to begin. 9 is an ending energy. Completions. So this is a strong full moon for us because it's in an energy already that is devoted to completions, endings. But it being a universal 1 also tells us that these endings are very important in our life, that we have to go with the flow, that we have to allow closure in our life for there to be room for that new energy to appear in your life. We have the 6, which is the paternal love, very much the Empress, very much the Queen of Swords, very much the Justice card. So we have that all here with the 6 energy for the day. And then we have 2017, which is a 1 energy again. So there's a lot about our own independence, but when we have it melted together there with the 6 energy, part of it is our own independence, and the other part is how we connect in relationships, in associations and partnerships, in love interests within the neighborhood, within the community. And so with that 5 of Swords here, I keep getting this little bit of doubt coming in. This worry, this concern. When we're trying something new and we botch it up, we think, oh, we'll never get this. We'll never figure it out. Other people are good at it. I'm not. And that's the wrong way to think. Because this is telling us, so long as we keep flexing that muscle, so long as we keep doing what we're doing, so long as we are consistent and disciplined, we will get there. And then we can add to it. We can grow bigger and stronger and more successful. So don't let any kind of defeat or failure make you think that you cannot go forward. It is allowing you to have the wisdom so that you can go forward. So there is a very strong pull towards having that inner belief of yourself, of God, your angels, your spirit guides. And then what do we get when we add it all together? We've got 9 and 6 is 15, and the 1 is 16, which comes out to be a 7, which is all about relationships, all about sharing and partnerships and marriages and alliances. So we're really looking at our personal tribe with this full moon energy, and understanding where completions and endings need to be. And also we see where we want to plant the new seeds and grow relationships, grow associations. We're going to pick an affirmation, maybe 2. I picked the 5 cards for the full moon. And Pisces and Neptune, we might get, and Mercury is just starting to go forward. So we could get a lot of deja vu. We could get a lot of, deja vu and weird coincidences that go together. Things that happen that really are unexplainable. It's weird, it's wacky, it's unique. Expect Spirit to surprise you in some way, to bring in some kind of coincidence or bring in some kind of familiar aspects with something from previously, a deja vu sort of experience. We have the 3 of water. We have 3 oyster shells with 3 pearls in it for the 3 of water. Celebration, enjoying community, sharing, exuberance, team spirit, common goal, and friendship. So does that not have a lot to do with relationships? Wow. Joy and excitement flow among all those gathered. I embrace being part of something larger than myself. It is a time to delight in the camaraderie as I experience the greater whole that is my community or team, our tribe. We buoy each other and play together as we co-create. We are friends, family, and companions, sharing our experiences. It is a time to remember we must accept each other as we are, both with shadow and light within. I accept myself and everyone, just as we all are, with shadow and light within. Joy and excitement flow among all those gathered. So allow that energy to take over. Build the excitement, build the joy, build the happiness, build the laughter, build the connection, the deeper connection within each relationship. I experience the greater whole that is my community or team. I experience the greater whole that is my community or team or tribe. We buoy each other, buoy as B-U-O-Y, to float, each other and play together as we co-create. I look forward to co-creating with my tribe, with my family, with my friends, with my co-workers, with my associations, with my community, with my family. I want to pick another one though. We have the Queen of Air. The Queen of Air, and look at that wisdom there. The Queen of Air, setting healthy boundaries, strong self-esteem, calculated and shrewd decisions, clear communication, well organized, a wordsmith. I have clarity of purpose. My intentions are in alignment with my understanding. There is always a strategy in the game called life. Can I let go of false truth and be rigorously honest with myself and others? So today I will be honest with myself and others. I have clarity of purpose. My intentions are in alignment with my understanding. So this really talks about setting our healthy boundaries. That yes, we are part of a community, but we also need to remember to be independent, our own thinker, of what brings in value, of what doesn't during this full moon. I think there could be problems. The 13, that's the death card. That is the transformation. That is um, it's allowing the transformation through something. 13 is always looked at as that unlucky number, but really what is taken away from you, what is ended, what is completed, opens the doors for us to a new path, a new way of perception, a new way of relating to other people's, a new way of relating to our own path. So I think it's a very strong full moon energy that we have, and of course it's just following the solar eclipse, so of course that even makes it stronger. But where we got the confidence and the boldness that we could do, that we can start new paths, that we can become whatever we want to be in life, whatever path we choose, to make the impossible possible. Now this full moon, I think, will put in a little bit of doubt. And don't let that doubt sweep you away. Don't let that doubt take over, and let go of those dreams and those desires. This is more of a testing ground. This is more of showing your own strength, of placing the value on yourself, on your dreams, on your abilities to go forward. And until we meet again, remember, I do love you.